Today we're going to multiply a decimal by a single whole number. To start with, you look at the decimal that you're multiplying. 6 and 3/10 times 5. Now 6 and 3/10 has more digits. It has 2 digits. So the number with the most digits is going to go in the top of our multiplication problem, just as if they were whole numbers. Now don't forget to add that decimal in there. Now I'm multiplying by 5, so I put that below my 3, noticing I don't have to line up my decimals when I multiply. And then I begin the multiplication problem just like I have always done before. 3 times 5 is 15, so we need a 5, and we're going to carry a 1. Then I multiply 6 by 5, I get 30. I add 1, I get 31. Now I do not need to carry again, so I'm just going to put 31 in. Now the answer is not 315. We need to go back into the math problem and figure out where the decimal is. The decimal exists 1 unit to the left of the 3. So in my answer, I start at the end of the problem and I'm going to go 1 unit left. So we've gone from 1 unit and we're going 1 unit here as well. So the answer is 31 and 5/10. Let's try another one. 0.289 or 289 thousandths times 3. 3 is my whole number, so once again, excuse me. We're going to move the 3 and we're going to put it on the second line. My 9 starts on my right. I put my 8 in, my 2, my decimal place, and my 0. And then I start my math problem just like before. Starting on the right, 9 times 3 is 27. So I write a 7 and I carry a 2. I repeat the problem. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 2 is 26. So I need a 6. And since I have more numbers, I need to put a 2 up above the 2 that already exists that I haven't multiplied by. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 and 8, so that is an 8. 0 times 3 is 0. Now I have to count in to figure out how many decimal places I need to go over from right to left. So I have 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So in my answer, it start on the right. I go 1, 2, 3 decimal places as well, which means my decimal is going to be in front of the 8. My answer in my math problem is 867 thousandths. Let's try one more for practice. 10 and 64 hundredths times 7. My whole number is a 7, so it's going to go on the second line. Starting on the top line on the far right, I fill in my values. 4, 6, don't forget my decimal, 0, and 1. I treat this just like a normal math problem. Starting on the far right, 4 times 7 is 28. I write my 8 and I carry my 2. Now I'm going to take 6 times 7, which is 42. I'm going to add 2 to that and it becomes 44. So I'm going to put a 4 on the base and I'm going to put a 4 up over my 0. 0 times 7 is 0. Plus 4 is 4. So we need another 4. 1 times 7 is 7. And then I have no other digits. I'm not quite done because I still need to count in my decimal. Starting on the number that has the decimal, I'm going to count over 1, 2 units. So in my answer, I will go 2 units as well. 1, 2. So I carry my decimal down, and I have now completed the math problem, 74 and 48 hundredths. I hope this is helpful. Now it is your turn to try a few problems.